Peace. This is the King Tut. Dig this here, pimp. I see that you answering and have rebuttals to different interviews that come across the online community with your name in it. You had a rebuttal to China Brim the day before, and this morning you had a rebuttal to Whack 100 saying that Haitian Jack could get you on Vlad TV. This is the question that everybody wants you to answer, pimp. Dexter Isaac, who claimed responsibility of the Tupac Shakur robbery, said you didn't have nothing to do with it. And he said he stepped to you in the penitentiary. I think it was in Beaumont, Texas. He stepped to you in the penitentiary and he was about to put a knife in you. And you was backpedaling on your story and shit. He said that you was a fraud and you've been riding a reputation of work that they put in since back in the day. That's the question everybody wants you to answer. This video was viral before you came home and it picked up more momentum since you've been home. But for some reason, you act like you don't see the video or you don't have a rebuttal. People want to know flat out. There's no reason to play that, there's no reason to keep beating this dead horse or trying to ride this story until the wheels fall off about your relevancy pertaining to the Tupac Shakur robbery. People want to know, you dig? What's up with that shit that Dexter said? Dex said you ain't had nothing to do with it. I believe that you have plans on, getting you some type of bag for people's belief that you have something to do with it. Tupac did say your name on a song. But for the most part, the people in the know say that he was misinformed and you had nothing to do with it. I'm saying this based off research and the fact that I have an interview out online with a man who claimed responsibility for it. You did? A man who said he was paid to do it. A man who said he had the jewelry and he sold it to Ivory Peanut Davis. He said you had nothing to do with it, and he said he was going to put a banger in you about you misrepresenting or claiming his wreck. That's what people want you to answer. So, without further ado, without trying to push this thing along, you dig what I'm saying? People want to know what's your relevancy. People keep stepping to me and ask me, would I interview you? And I tell them, nah, I wouldn't interview him. He doesn't have much of a story. Everybody don't got the same story as Jimmy Henchmen and Haitian Jack, Sean Branch, Murder Unit, and others. Everybody don't have the story. I'm not trying to minimize who you are, because according to these pages on Instagram, you have some type of, status in Brooklyn or whatever. But in regards to Tupac Shakur, in regards to the speculation that you had something to do with it, people even say that Mano acted out your role in the Tupac Shakur movie. And that was you who he was portraying himself to be in the movie or whatever, who he was scripted as. People want to know, what's up with that shit that Dexter Isaac said? Dexter said you had nothing to do with it, pimp. He said you had nothing to do with it. And the reason why I got on here this morning is because Whack 100 said he could put in a call to Haitian Jack, and Haitian Jack can get you to do the interview. I feel that Whack 100 is misinformed and just running his mouth. You know why? Because Haitian Jack and John Bloody Hatchet and them niggas, they say they didn't fuck with you like that. Straight up. I asked Jack about you. He said, nah. He said, I ain't had nothing to do with that shit, and Tut didn't have nothing to do with that shit. And I said, well, what's this story of you and Tut supposedly had ran up and kicked this door into this nigga named Titi? He said, man, I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. He said, I don't go after low-level drug boys. I go after drug lords and shit like that, cartel-type niggas. That shit is beneath me. And then when I met Dexter Isaac, he told me that him and his niggas was the ones that was on TT ass. So this clears all gray area right now. There's some questions that people want you to confront, and you act like you don't see Gully TV and everything that I know you know about me. You knew about me when you was in the prison system. You knew about the Haitian Jack story. You probably knew that the days of you being associated with this incident probably was coming to an end due to investigative journalism by the real Gully TV. Now, before you respond, you can go and do your research and listen to everything Dexter Isaac said about you, because it's at 250,000 views. I know you done heard about it. I know you've seen the video yourself. People want to know what's up with that. Peace.